Hello, I'm back basically for another Blender car modeling tutorial part. I think this is a Blender car modeling tutorial. Blender basically car interior modeling tutorial part 9. So where we last left off, we did the car itself. So now what we have to do is kind of do the interior of the car now, and do the interior now. So let me try to see this for a second. We just need to get the right pictures here. I might need more pictures for this. Stuff like that. Like that. And I want to try to fix this a little bit like that. I'm trying to see this. Something like that. Something like that. Pretty much. That out right about there. That. Go into CTRE edge slide, and we're going to move that right about there. So we have that already selected, ready to be used. That to deform the shape. Like that. like that pretty much. And we had that already selected right there. So I'm just readjusting this a little bit right here. And I'm just going to go into here. And slide. And just move that like that. Like that. Kind of like that. And I'm just going to move that like that. Like that. Where it looks like exactly. Like that. Like that pretty much. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically do the cut up hole that's going to be used right here. And do the cut up hole that's going to be used right about there. So I want to add like a loop cut right here. And kind of like cut this right out. Right there. Actually, I'm going to go into here. Like that. Like that. Move that up like that. Like that. Like that. And move that down like that. So I want to try to create this incision hole right here. So I want to make this as perfect as possible. So I might have to end up moving this up a little bit more, I think. Like that. Like right about there. Like that. Kind of like that. And more like that. Now what I want to try to do is go into here and do like a cut incision right here, I think, somewhere. So just gonna move that up like that. So move up to cut incision and like that. Shift V. Shift V like that. So we have that right about there, I think. Just right about there. that to get that shape right there. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but it's okay. And I'm just going to go into here. And I'm just going to go CTRE for edge slide like that. And now I'm just going to move that like that, where it's kind of like that in a way, so we're going to have that like that. Like that. So I'm having this right here cut out right here, and we had to have this piece cut out right about there, so I want to try to leave as much room right about here to have the vent that's going to be used right there. So maybe add like a line segment right about there, and kind of add, so edge slide like that. And now I'm just going to go into here and so I just want to cut that right down to about inset like that, and inset that kind of right about there, and just go X face like that, kind of like that right there. Like that. Kind of like that right there, so we have that right about there. So now we're just going to go into here and like that, and this like that. And now I'm just going to go into here and hit extrude, and just go extrude like this, and just go into here, extrude that like that, and I'm just going to go into here and just straighten that out like that, and bring this down like that, kind of like that, bring that like that, and then I just want to go into here and rotate that like that pretty much, where we have that right about there, and we're going to move that in right about there. So now we have, let's say, the actual compartment where the actual gear system is going to be. So now what the next step of what I want to try to do, see how much time we have I want to try to do the inside of here. So now what I want to try to do is go into here, edge select, and I want to go hit W and go bevel and bring out the decreases right there and go like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to separate this piece in the future, but not right now. What we want to try to do is kind of get this in like that. And we just want to get the general main thing modeled out. So let me try to see this for a sec. So this is where the modeled piece is going to go. Just going to go into here, edge slide like that. Move that in, edge slide like that. Just go into here. And edge slide like that. Extrude X. And just move that in like that. So I want to have that in the right place like that. Not too far out, but right about there. Right about there. And just move that there. Move this there. And now I'm just going to go edge loop like that. Kind of like that. So when I go into here, I can actually add edge loop right there. So now when I go into here, it looks exactly like that. So I'm just going to go into here, edge slide, move that out a little bit like that. Edge slides, CTRE and hit edge slide. And just move that out more like that. And that's what it looks like so far. But we want to keep this as much as possible to be 4 poly. So let me try to see this. So yeah, like that. So just gonna move this in here. Edge slide. Like that. And I'm just gonna hit edge slide like that. Right about there. So what else I'm gonna do? Go into here and hit edge slide like that. Edge slide. Kind of like that. It's going to take quite a while to model this in, but that's okay. Let me try to see. So we want to kind of like that pretty much. And just going to go into here. So like that. So it looks like that pretty much. Not really 100% perfect, but still pretty good. Just might had to separate the different pieces, I think, from here. So now what I had to do is, since I'm done that now, I'm done the entire thing like that, go into edit mode, go into knife, and now I'm just going to go into here, go enter knife, enter, knife, so I'm just going to keep it like that. So now what I had to do is I had to separate this piece from the bottom right here. So what I'm going to do is go into this and go into B, C for this section right here and select the entire object like that. Like that. And we had to separate the selection from here. But first I'm going to go into here, CTRA, hide. So now I'm going to select this. See, we're almost done this. We're almost done. So I had to separate this from the object. Okay, gonna go into here. just going to go into here and deselect all of this. So we have that now selected right there, and we have all of this selected, so we want to make sure we got everything selected. So we only want this top piece to be selected, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go into here and we're going to go P for selection right there, and that's now selected. And now we're going to go to edit mode, and we're going to go CTR join, going back into edit mode, and now that is selected. So now the next step, what we want to try to do for this hide is we want to try to separate this piece from the actual car. So we want to actually go into here and separate this piece right here from the actual other model. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go into here like that. Like that, I think. See, right there. And now I'm just going to select this right here. CTR duplicate. I'm just going to go like this. And just go CTR join like that. And now we have this section ready to be used and edited right there. So now what I'm going to do is go into here, insert like that, and now I'm just going to go like that, pretty much. Extrude. Alt, last, wireframe. Extrude X. Extrude X. Last. Alt last. Just like that. Just go face and extrude scale. Go Alt M last, and we're gonna merge these together, which we're gonna hit Alt. I'm gonna select these two right here by holding down the Shift to add them. We're gonna go to Alt M last. And that's what we do right there. And now I'm just gonna go into here, extrude like that. That right there. Like that. And just go into here. So we have that now selected. So now I'm just going to go into here and go into here. Go extrude y-axis, like that. Go into here like that. Go into here. Alt last. Alt last. So I'm just gonna go into here. And now I'm just gonna select this. Go extrude. Go extrude. Y-axis. Alt last. Alt last. So I'm just going to go like this, go CTR tab to edge select, select that, deselect all of that. Like that. Select that. And I'm just going to hit subdivide like that. Go edge slide like that. And move that up right about there. Edge slide like that. So now we have that all selected. So now I'm just going to go alt hide like that. And go into this like that. And that's one of the pieces already done, ready to be used. Like that. It's not 100% perfect, but is close to it, I would say. Now on the next tutorial we're going to work on this piece, and we're going to work on more doing what's it called, the glove compartment, this top piece right here, and then eventually we're going to be doing like the car vents that are going to be here, and then the buttons that are going to be used right here we're going to end up doing. But that's what we have so far for the car, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope I can help you out a lot. And please subscribe. And I hope this tutorial helps you out a lot in your modeling process, this modeling car interiors. Please subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.